Why would I want to have a child? I don't need to have a child. I don't need to have a man.
So I've seen a discourse lately about women not wanting to have a baby. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all are doing the right thing. I don't know why there's even a conversation about you being selfish or the rich auntie is just not being responsible. I don't even know why that's a conversation. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. I got married in my late 20s, did not have my first child until I was 40. Mainly because I wanted to make sure that the marriage was secure enough to withstand having a child. And I only had one. Like, I was smart enough to only have one child. My father told me, only have the number of babies that you can support on your own. And because I was a teacher, I couldn't afford any babies. If my ex-husband had left me and I had to raise a child on that little teacher salary that I had, I would not have been able to afford any children. It wasn't until I had been teaching damn near 15 years that I felt comfortable enough that I could manage a child on my own, just in case my ex-husband didn't send child support. And even with waiting that amount of time, me and him still ended up divorced. I had absolutely no intention of being a single parent. I never wanted to be a single parent. And I was willing to not have children in order to have the type of life that I wanted. Now my son is here. I love him to death. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for him. And I actually kind of recommend having at least one baby. Like, I'm a big proponent that you should have one. But for the women that don't want a kid, baby, I'm right there with you. I totally understand why you would not want children. And I do not understand why women have 4, 5, 6 kids knowing that they're not financially stable. Like, they can barely afford one, and yet they have these outrageous numbers of babies. And for anybody that don't want to get married or is happily single, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. One of the conversations that I had with one of my friends that I used to hang out with is that I already had a husband. I don't feel the need to have another one. I know how much work goes into having a man in your life and how much work goes into a relationship. And it's not selfish for me to say I don't have the time or energy or the inclination to give all of that to a man. I'm not going to say that, but he's got to be pretty fucking fantastic for me to give up my life that I have right now. So you're not being selfish. Do what's best for you.